Well, good morning. Good morning. Is Wellness Wednesday, another episode of Wellness Wednesday. Yes, and I'm so happy to be here. And every time I feel that I get better and better and better, and better as not bragging about myself, but knowing that when we're in alignment with what we want, things starts just happening for us as we speak. So it takes a while to understand that and to create that, but I've been really working hard on every single day. Repetition is a key for success in everything that we do. Have you heard that before? So let's talk about the 6 things that help us create better brain health and also happiness. And for those of you that do not know me, I know that I'm going live here in my Facebook group, but sometimes I do this also as a YouTube video. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Maaike, and I'm very passionate about health and wellness, very passionate about creating better health for women that can feel better, so that you can feel empowered, so that you know exactly what to do for your life. And life does not have to be harder. It can be just knowing exactly what to do to be better, to feel better, and to manage and navigate life better. So let me tell you a little bit before we dig deep into these 6 natural medicines. I want to share with you a little thing that happened this morning. And yeah, every Wednesday there's something, but I think that also there's signs that I need to share with you because maybe you resonate and you're dealing with things. So have you ever noticed that how you react when things start breaking down? Things start breaking down around the house sometimes, right? And then when it rains, it pours. There is that saying, when something breaks down, it's not only one thing, it's a lot of things. And I learned that when something breaks down, it's also a notification. It's like a way of the universe trying to call our attention for good or for bad, to pay attention, right? In different ways. But it's how we look at things, it's how we live life. So if we're looking at things through a negative lens, then we will get more negative. If we're looking at things in a positive lens, then we will get more positive. So this morning, I started my morning, and instead of going out for a jog, I started doing meditation, and then a little thing came into my lap. I always like to listen to something in the morning, and it landed on my lap that it was something that totally validated the work that I do here with you or with my clients. So I took more time to really take notes, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Took notes about so that you could grasp it easier, but it's exactly what I do in my coaching program with my clients. So it's like it just landed on me like a sweet cloud. So I start doing that, then I go out for my run, and guess what? I see there's water flowing outside, and it's like I was almost just going to ignore it, but I said, I think it's part of my house. Something is leaking from my house, so I need to pay attention. I cannot just go for a run and ignore it. So immediately I start calling. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? I know how the brain starts working, right? The brain needs to be functioning well. And actually, I slept a little bit more this morning, so that's why I was running late. But sleep is very important. Sometimes this is why we have so many issues, because we don't sleep well. But I'll talk about that in a little bit. So I was thinking about, okay, what is it that I need to do? I need to shut down the water, but where? The main house? Where? Because it's leaking in the street. So like I'm thinking, okay, I just connected with a new plumber in a networking event, and it's like, okay, I know a lot of plumbers, but I want someone that I can really trust, and maybe that he can come really quickly. So I texted him right away. I woke him up, by the way. And in the meantime, I walk around the house. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? I see my neighbors like Handyman, can you please help me? Like, just help me figure this out. Two brains think better than one, right? So looking for people in the community that could help. I'm all about that. That is my word for this year. And it's like, how can I not feel alone and doing all the things by myself because it's no fun? Let's bring people together. So networking group, somebody I met there. My neighbor, he was handy, like he was handy enough to help me there. So he says, he tried to shut down some things, but he says there's still water running. So you have to wait for the plumber. So I said, okay, let's do that. So in the meantime, I did not go for a run, but it's okay. I have time later in the day to get some walk or something like that, but that is not the issue right now. The thing is how we look at saying things and how we surround ourselves to get things solved. And when we have a brain that is working well, we find better solutions. We create better choices, and that is very important. And that was very, very important for me as I was battling with the initial stages of premenopause and menopause. In that stage, I was really, and you have heard that before, I was really focused on the brain fog was really terrible for me, so I made changes in my life. And as I did all these little changes, one led to another, to another, to another, and these are the 6 things that we're going to be talking about today. And my program is based exactly on this, is creating that habits. So Jim Kwik says, and he is someone that is really powerful in brain work and how to he was called the little kid of the broken brain, and he repaired his brain. So now he teaches other people to repair their brain as well. So that's who I was talking. And he says, first we create our habits, and then our habits create us, right? First you create your habits, and then your habits create you. So we have to unlearn and relearn, and then those relearning habits, then they create us. So why I'm coming to this, because after I have done all these 6 habits, now I can see things with a better lens, with a better view, and just surround myself with better things, and things just come flowing, swimming to me, instead of I having to think about everything, all the things, and just being in the worry state, which is menopause women. Maybe you're in the worry, stress. Well, we want to change that to relax, to peace of mind, to knowing what to do next, right? So let's talk about the 6 natural medicines. If you want to replace your medicine cabinet for the natural 6 natural medicines that are actually free, right? Free, because we have access to them every single day, and we just don't know that. So he has the acronym for MEDS. So MEDS, and I'm looking at my notes so I don't skip anything else. MEDS. So the M stands for meditation. That was exactly the first thing that I learned to do when I was looking for improving myself, to reconnecting to myself. I started to learn how to meditate. But meditation is not something easy that comes easy. We have to have repetition every single day to understand why, to feel the consequences and the benefits from doing it. But it's it can be very frustrating, because we sit there and we meditate and we want a result immediately. Well, it does not work like that. We have to kind of do the repetition to do it. So meditation. And why meditation? Because we need to learn to disconnect to reconnect. So we disconnect from the outside world to connect to the inner world. And that is what meditation is. And what helps meditation enhances your memory. It helps you with concentration. It decreases anxiety and enhances your mood. All things menopause, right? So ladies, start learning more about meditation. And something that is very important is like what does not get in the calendar or schedule does not get done. So I needed to make an intentionally to put that meditation in my morning. Exercise. E stands in the meds. E stands for exercise. Exercise, and he says the power of movement, and that's what keeps us in alignment. So as your body moves, your brain also grooves. I love that. As your body moves, your brain grooves. So what happens when we are exercising, the brain does something, it creates some neurotropic factors, like very medical term that I'm not very familiar with, but neurotropic factors, these act as fertilizers for the brain. Who does not? Have you heard about neurons that fire together, work together, or stick together? Well, we need to start feeding our brain and doing the things to make more connections, interconnections in our brain so that it can function better. So we are living a very sedentary life. We're constantly sitting 24/7 in front of the computer, and sitting is the new smoking. So ladies, if you're listening to me and you are not moving your body consistently, you need to do that every single day. Do it for your brain. If you want to avoid Alzheimer's and you want better brain function and cognitive function, you need to be moving your body. So number three is the D for diet. In meds, D is for diet. So neuronutrition. So think about this. 20% of the food or the nutrients that we eat are utilized by the brain. 20%. And the food that is required for the brain is different than from the food or the nutrition that we need for the body. So when I started to change my lifestyle and my things, I started really focusing on eating for my brain. And that, my friends, changed everything in my body, by the way. So I totally recommend that. So feed this machine, and then there are studies shown that a decrease in vitamin B12, a decrease in folate, a decrease in zinc cause low mood, they cause cognitive decline, they cause irritability. And so it's so important to eat nutrients that are high dense and also reduce those foods that cause inflammation. Because guess what? Inflammation causes depression, cognitive impairment, ADHD, anxiety. And so we want to reduce all those causes. What is it that causes inflammation? The sugars, the processed foods, right? So, and if you're not eating properly, you need to learn to supplement. Supplementation is very, very important because we balance the levels of nutrition that our body needs. So, and guess what? Something very, very important that is important for the diet, because if you're not eating well, then you're creating some more body weight. And when there's more body weight, especially in your midsection, that is detrimental for the brain. So as your waist increases, your brain decreases or gets smaller. So you want a bigger brain and a smaller waist, right? And a lot of people are battling with the opposite. So let's take care of that, because you want to avoid Alzheimer's, you want to avoid diabetes, and all those good stuff that is floating around everywhere. So there's a lot of junk food out there. But there's actually, Jim Kwik, I love how he said it. There's no junk food. There is junk and there is food. You get to choose. What are you feeding your body? So the S in meds stand for sleep. Have you heard how important is your sleep for your mental capacity, for your mental cognitive capacity? So it is very, very important to sleep at least 7 hours of quality sleep every single night. And it's important for your mental memory, for your mood, for your making decisions and to be able to solve problems. So here I go to what I mentioned at the beginning of my talk, is like, yeah, solving problems. There is an issue at my house. What do? You can freak out and just go to panic mode. And that goes for everything, right? It's like you're in an accident. What do? So the way that we react is based on the tools that we are creating and the habits that we're creating. So if you want to improve the quality of your life, there's all these things that you need to start working on. So again, one of the things that helps, that causes the weight gain and that waistline around your belly, is lack of sleep. So many times not sleeping enough is keeping all the toxicity in your brain, and it's not allowing you to digest that properly and eliminate toxicity. So that is what is creating the waistline. So ladies, if you want to start losing weight, you need to learn how to sleep better. And that's why I help create better sleep habits as well. And something that is very important here is lighting. Like, we are on our computer or phone till midnight, right? That's not good, because that's gonna decrease your quality of your sleep and also the temperature that you're sleeping in. If it's too hot, you cannot sleep well. So it's very, very important. So that's the meds. Now let's talk about the RX. And that is something huge that I understood today. It's R for the RX is relationships. This is the most important thing to create happiness. Who we surround ourselves with is who we become. So if we're not very happy with who we are right now, then it's important to start looking for different circles of influence, because those people are the ones who you're gonna become the people that you surround with. You create the same habits, the same thinking patterns. You develop the same behaviors, the same language, the same standards, the same character. And that is very important. It's not, you kind of belong to a different tribe, but if you want to up-level the quality of your life, you need to up-level your community as well. And that is something that I started doing for the past year, and I have noticed immense certainty in myself, confident, and I finally feel that I have a support system that no matter what, I can call any of them and they can help me out. I don't have to pay additional for that. It's just a way that I have created through my support system, through the company that I'm working with too, that I absolutely love. And having that bonding and that relationship as a human being, that's the only thing that helps us survive and make changes in our life. So if you are looking for happiness, then the power of being happy and healthy is not eating, not exercising, is the people you are around with. Who we spend the time with is who we become. And that is so important. That is something that for the past 10 years, I was really looking for this kind of community. And now I can see the difference. And if you are feeling something that you don't feel confident in yourself, that you want changes, but there's also always buts. Start looking for a community that you really resonate, like-minded people that help you grow and stretch in ways that you want. And the X, and that's the last one to finish, the X is all the extras. There's so many extras that we can do in my life, like creating a morning routine, creating a night routine. It does not cost any money, right? But it costs is spending time in learning and spending time in creating the new habit. That is your time investment. And also, if you want to go further and learn the habits and be supported with a coach, then you can contact me as well. But that is why I'm so passionate, because when we create some partnership with people that help us grow, it makes a huge difference in our life. So the extras can be creating those morning routines, creating breathing patterns, grounding. It can be hydrating, right? All the extras that we can do. They take time and they take focus. And something new that I've been doing is sauna, right? Sauna, which is immune system support, and I'm working out inside of a sauna. It's really cool. It's got hot works. So if you have any hot works close to your neighborhood, then I totally recommend. Or cold therapy. I'm still not digging too much into that, but cold therapy is really, really good. Cold showers every single day. What else can we do? A little progress goes a long way. So one of the things that procrastinates everything or create overwhelming, when we feel overwhelmed, we do nothing. So then everything that we are learning goes to trash. So think about changes in micro little things, and a little goes a long way. Every single day doing something small that increments the level of your health, and implementing any of these 6 medicines for better life and for happiness will go a long way. So this is what I had for you today. I just wanted to share because I think sharing is caring. And if at any point you like a little bit more, you want more information about what I do and I can help you get there, there's many ways I can help you. You just need to take the first step and reach out. But I'm here for you, and my door is always open. So I hope you're getting something away from this. Let me know in the comments, what are you taking away? What you liked about this? I know it was one-sided, but I was very excited to share this with you, my story. And I want to hear from you too. So what is one thing that is happening in your life right now? What are you, like something good or something bad? And how are you seeing that? Share in the comments below, and I would love to comment over that. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.